Stream is starting. I'm just going to check. Okay. Right, I know what I forgot to add. I forgot cheat engine, because yes, I'm going to cheat. Oh, that's great, I have no save file. How, though? Whatever. I guess it's fine. I guess it's just going to be fine.
Indeed.
So I'm going to call it FlynnTSR. Now, what is FlynnTSR? Let me just set a character. Let's go with... Actually, no, I need to have something that's watchable because I'm going to be naked for most of it. And I think if I go for a H female, it's not going to be great. I mean, to be fair, it's not really noticeable. What's the... what's my favorite? Do I have a favorite? I have this one. This one is my NG+7 one. I want to load this one and make an awful version of it. Can I randomize it? I'm pretty sure I can randomize it. I don't remember how. Oh, similar face. There you go. And let's go with this option and then... Okay, and for hair, let me see. What kind of hair should I give him? Oh my god, I made a Giga Chad, I didn't know. I didn't know I made a Giga Chad. I'm gonna make an old Giga Chad. Oh my god, look at his neck is weird. His neck is really bulbous. I think you have cancer, dude. Whatever. One thing I want to adjust. I wanted to adjust the build. He's already swole. But should I make him swole or should I make him... Actually, I have an idea. I want to see if I put everything to the minimum. And then I maximize legs. Okay, maximized legs look like this. Okay, maximized head. Okay. Sounds good enough. Sounds good enough. The gift doesn't matter. For the gift... It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with Sovereignless Soul. Okay, so what is FlynnTSR? Well, it's the combination of Flynn's ring and RTSR, or Red Tearstone Ring, as well as the Morion Blade, but to be fair, you could argue about not using it. Now, the thing is, it is the beginning of the game, so I cannot have FlynnTSR yet, obviously. And that's why I'm going to cheat. Attack. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to give myself a couple of things. So how I'm going to do this is that the upgrade is going to be normal. The weapon acquisition is going to be normal. It's just that I have to do every fight in FlynnTSR. So Flynn's ring and red Yestone ring. And also I need to use a different weapon. Well, no, actually no, I won't do that. I had the idea of using different weapons. So statistics. So the question is, I want to test something. If I set it to 10. Okay, it removes me all of that HP. Okay. Okay. Because I was afraid that it would change my total HP. Oh, okay, no, it's a value known as max HP and base max HP. Okay, it's fine. Build creation. Item gib. So what I'll do is that I will gift myself the couple of things that are needed. The first thing is obviously the red Keystone ring. So I'll do that. Quantity max, no, I need quantity 1. I don't want 699 red Keystone rings. I think it would be a bit much. So red Keystone ring. Can I type Morion Blade and it works? It could not be passed. But if I type Morion and then I do that, it's going to find it. Not sure how it works, I'll be honest. Okay, and now the last one, which is Flynn's ring. Flynn's ring. And as a bonus, though it's not immediately useful, Pyromancy Flame. And Power Within. There you go. I got everything. I'm going to remove anything that's not necessary. Now, I am not forced. I won't force myself to be in RTSR range at all time. It's just that I am in RTSR range now because I said it earlier. That's literally it. Also, I really hope that I don't die from falling damage upon jumping over here, which is a possibility, as silly as it sounds. So yeah, I've equipped Power Within, but obviously you cannot equip any spell before, so... I had no stamina. Okay, it's not meant to be a particularly complicated run, especially in the early game. Oh yeah, also I lose RTSR as soon as I defeat a boss. That's very funny. Because I said it would be FlynnTSR, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother getting the other rings that I'm eventually going to get. I do need to do some math about a couple of things. Do I get a short sword? Nah, I'm gonna be tempted into using it, and I shouldn't. I am tempted. I thought you could buy a spear from here, but I guess you need Grey Rat for that. Not that it matters, because I could just gift it to myself. But yeah. Or do I go with the broadsword and keep the scimitar for later? Or do I go for dagger? It's unclear. Oh, actually, I have a horrible idea that just came to mind. A horrible, horrible idea that I have absolutely a huge desire to try. And you're seeing it right. I did buy a staff. Because I'm gonna do exactly what you think I could be possibly doing with that staff. Attune spell lets attune power within. Now that we can do that.
Welcome. I take the law to this. Very well, then take.
And I'm going to level up strength. I'm gonna level up quality, something like that. Like, I'll do 15 strength, then 15 dexterity, and then I'll see what I can use. Ultimately, my goal is to do early dancer at some point. And once I have done early dancer, once I've done early dancer, I'll be able to get the wing knight twin axes. Because it's like one of the best paired weapon in the game, alongside the sellsword twin blades. But I'm definitely not going to do that with a staff. I'll still try to, you know, upgrade the staff and everything. Honestly, I will count the amount of Titanite shards that I can get. I believe you can get up to +2 maybe? But at the very least, +1 is guaranteed. I got a raw gem, that's interesting. I can already infuse a weapon to make it stronger. Unfortunately, I cannot infuse my staff. Honestly, because I have the staff, I want to do one thing. Because I have the staff, I want to do exactly one thing. So what I'll do is that I will gift myself the Shit, what's its name? The ring that boosts your damage after several attacks. It's not it's not called the sword ring or the wolf ring, even though the wolf blood, no, the wolf sword, I think it's called the wolf curse sword, actually does grant that effect, but it's not the one I'm looking for. I can't believe I actually managed to set up RTSR. This was not my plan, but I'm gonna go along with it. Unfortunately, I need to heal because I want to go through that place. Okay, so now I'll go back to Cemetery of Ashes. And I will get the second Titanite shard that I did not get at the first place. Take the opportunity to use my Soul of a Nameless Soldier. That's 2000, okay. I'm trying to remember what's the ring I was actually looking for. It's not the Farron ring. It's... What's its name? And where do you find it? Because in my head, it's tied to, I think, Farron Keep or Carthus Catacombs. No! It's Pontiff. It's one of the Pontiff ring. It's the Pontiff left eye ring or the right eye ring. I don't remember. Whichever one you don't get from wards. I'm gonna get this one. Pontiff... Pontiff's right eye or Pontiff's left eye. I'm gonna bet that it's left eye that I'm looking for. And it was right eye. And because I have done that, I will consider that any weapon that I pick up will be able to get at least a +1. So I'll allow myself to
Welcome. Very
level up that weapon to +1.
Let these souls be free. Farewell, Ashen Maid.
So let's equip ourselves for the next fight. I'm starting to remember where I can get Titanite shards. I can get one from killing the dragon, and I can get one. I think I can get one from killing the Pulse of Man. That's why I wanted to use that, because you proc the Pontiff's Eye very quickly. Yeah, no, I can't. It's only because it's vote that I'm doing it, because otherwise I wouldn't be trying to do something so stupid. Okay, now let's stop. Let's stop doing that. Let's just get to vote immediately. Now, though, comes an interesting question. How do I manage power within? How do I manage power within? Because that's questionable. I need to open I need to open oh my god, oh yeah, right. The noise you just heard is Opera GX. It added those noise whenever I close a tab, and I fucking hate it. I need to remove it, but I don't know where. RGX? No, I don't care. Oh my god, it's so annoying, that noise. Ah, so I do not want to have a sound for that. Thank you. No click either. No, no. I'm going to turn off everything. There you go. Now it's quiet. What did I want to check? I wanted to check power within. So I'm going to first. I have extra life open, which is probably not what you want to see. I'm gonna open Wikidot as well. Spells. That's not spell I'm looking for. No, that's weapon buffs. I want body buffs. Bow with it. So increase damage, increase attack by 20%, but drains HP gradually. It seems to take around 30%. God, like the wicked odds shit is very, very imprecise. So it's 30% of my total HP. It's 30% of my total HP, considering that I need to go. I need to go below 25 in order to. I need to go to 25 in order to use it. And also, if you have the Lingering Dragon Crest Ring, it just makes each tick of damage slower. Honestly, I'm down to give myself the Lingering Dragon Crest Ring +2, just for consistency. And I think I have no reason to have any other ring throughout the rest of the game. I just need to test something real quick. Let me just get to low HP first. Of course, these idiots block, so it's going to make the calculation even worse. Oh my fucking god, fuck you. Well, you know what? It means that I'll have a different enemy to test my damage. Wait, no, actually it sucks. Ah, it blows. And of course now my calculation will be different because I have lower HP because I'm no longer embedded. Fucking great. I just need a passive enemy just to... Well, at the very least an enemy that's not going to block. So I could actually do the math on that. I could get the rapier now. You know what? I'll get it after. Because the question I was asking myself is, would I, oh, 100 is not enough. What about 90? What about 80? 80 is enough, okay. Okay, so let's try on this one. 49. Okay, let's remove the Morion Blade. 44. So I still get more damage with the Morion Blade, but not that much. But still, it's a 10% more damage. Okay. So I still have more value keeping the Morion Blade. And honestly, for many of those weapons, The Flynn's ring is not going to be great because I'm gonna reach 30% from wielding the weapon and the other one. Okay, so now I'm in the boss arena. I can do a couple of things. So 400, I need 10%. So 10% is going to be 40. And then 10% is going to be 40. So 120. Okay, so at 90 I did not get a boost in damage, but at 89 I might. I do not. 88? 87? 86? 85? 80? 82, whatever. 81? Wait, no, yeah, it makes sense because I said I said 403. I said 40, so yeah. Wait, no. Oh, it's below 20%. It's okay. Let me just check, but I think it's below 20%. Where are the rings? Rings. Rings, and it's red. Okay, it's 20% when below 20% HP. That actually is not great. Because in order not to die, I would need 121 HP. Okay, so you know what? Let's set up to 121 HP. 121 HP, I use Power Within, and then Power Within should get me in the range. Oh my god, I got hit. Why? That was weird. That was a weird angle. Okay, so 121 HP is what I would need. Oh fuck, I just realized I forgot the Morion Blade. I forgot that the Morning Blade was actually needed. Whoops. Well, good thing I failed. Okay, let's quit out. Okay, so let's set up to 121. 121. I enter the room. I apply power within. Oh my god. I'm such a dipshit, really. But at the very least, I learned the setup for damage. So I can make it work. fucking god. I started running when I wanted to roll. That's annoying. Perhaps there's something that would allow me to teleport to the fog pool. Also, I just realized that if I added... Wait, shit, but I realized I think you need 2 attunement slots for Kafir's Beacon. I think. I'm not sure. I was hoping I'd be able to get away before that, but I didn't. Also, I need to think about which weapon do I do Curse Rotted Greatwood with. I wish I was not here. That's so annoying. Okay, I also know what killed me earlier. It's because there's a lingering... There's a lingering... a sort of lingering fog, I'm going to say. A lingering fog of frost. That fucks me over. Okay, I wanted to check if I could actually hit the head, but I'm not going to trust myself on that. Okay, and now I'm walking away. Fuck's sake! You know what? No. I have decided I will be stubborn. Plenty of time have I stopped a bad idea because I wasn't consistent enough. And this needs to stop, and also I might need to heal because I don't think I will survive the fall damage that will come next. But it's okay because I set the HP anyway before the fight, so I mean during the fight, but hey. I turned off my brain. I decided to turn off my brain. Okay, I'm going to look to see if there's any script that would allow me to teleport. Bonfire warp? No. There is coordinates and teleports. Teleport the bloodstain is a terrible idea. Boss teleports? Oh. Uh... Oh, really? Okay, but if I teleport to vaults and then enter... What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to quit out, but I think the quit out is just going to put me outside. Okay, there you go. It actually warped me in front of the boss. Okay. So that thing is done. Uh Fuck's sake. Actually I want to see how much HP I get. 167. Yeah, I don't think I'll be taking 40 damage unless I'm blocking. 117. That's 4 away. Okay, so now to set it to 121. It probably took me longer to actually make it work than it would have been to just come back manually. Wait, what? Why is it giving me a +1 again? What? Hold on. Why is it giving me +1 staves? Why? I don't get it. Can I give myself anything that's like, let's say I go with I don't know. What? Oh, I guess it didn't work with +5 because it's a weapon that don't. Because I've set it to +10, but it cannot go to +10. The claw though, the claw should work, right? Why is it giving me +1 weapons? Why? Why is it? Okay, I want to try everything. Maybe it doesn't work at +10, but it works as +9. I'm curious. Wait, no, but it didn't work at +3. Why does it? Why? Let me restart the game because I think something is clearly messed up. I will restart the game because this is not what's supposed to happen. Okay, I think I know why, but at the same time, I'm suspicious. Okay. So now that I've reloaded it, I need to reload that. Okay, let's get anything that has value. Like I don't know. I am confused. Why is it giving me +1 versions? I don't get it. I guess I know what I'll do. Just go to Andre and upgrade it manually, but it's so weird. Like, why is it doing that? I don't get it. Because I think I changed the value on my hero. No, not on my hero. It was an attribute on my statistics. Okay, so if I put reinforcement level 10, and then I try again to spawn the item. Oh, I get now. I get it now. It actually it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. I figured it out. Basically, in order to restrict players so you avoid giving too OP weapons to someone in the early game, in order to do that, the game only lets you receive items of a level that you already reached with another item. So basically, because my cap was +1, I could not receive something beyond +1. And so what I've done is that I've set my hero my hero reinforced level to +10, so I can get traded any weapon now at any power. Okay, that is interesting. Honestly, it's an interesting find. So now I can actually gift myself the sorcerer staff +3. Okay, yeah, that's what it means by hero level. Okay, that now it makes sense. And now, hey, I got a +3 sorcerer staff. Let me get rid of everything else. Let me clear it up a bit. Oh yeah, right, I have a roll gem. Tack, 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 tack. and the other staves. Okay. So no teleport to Bloodstain. Let's teleport to Vault instead. Okay, and now I'm going to check if you actually need to go for the fog wall to reset your position. You do need to go for the fog wall, okay. So let's go to Vault again. Okay, I'm in Vault, and now I need to find the fog. And now that I found the fog, I think I can TP out and come back in. Because it would make sense to make the fog work like this. Yep. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So now to set my HP to 121. Okay. You can technically get a +3 weapon in High Wall of Lothric. I didn't want to resort to this, but that's where I am now. Oh really, I rolled too early and I got fucked by the stairs. Okay. At least I know how to teleport properly now. Maybe if I aim like this, I might be able to enter the boss area easier. Okay, I'm in the boss area and now I just need to find the fog wall. Where is the fog wall? The fog wall? Where is it? Where is the fog wall? I'll stop the shenanigans once I defeat Vault. I might be in the wall though. What? I'm here! Okay, that's starting to piss me off. Why? And now it works! Why? And actually I've made a big mistake, but you know what? This is not the first mistake, it won't be the last. It means that I can use bow within 3 times. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Okay, so I was around here when I TP'd to Vault. Okay, and this still leads to me being here. Now, reach the fog. The fog is over here. Please reach the fog. I need you to reach the fog, please. Please. No, I'm not in the fog. Okay, there you go. I'm in the fog. I'm gonna walk around a bit. And then... And hopefully... I'm in the bonfire again! Why does it work like this? What if I teleport to Vault again? I have a feeling that I'm just... If I wait a bit, it's going to give the game time to load the area and I won't immediately die or enter death cam. Because if I enter death cam, it means it won't register my position. So I'm going to assume it's loaded now. Nope. How did I manage to do it several times, but be unable to do it now? Please, please, please. Can you? Can you? Maybe it's actually you have to do it during the fog wall entrance. Nope. And you know what? It pisses me off, so I'm just going to drop down. Actually, I'm curious to see where do I need to be for it to load properly and not make me bug. Okay, here it's fine. Although kinda buggy, but it's fine. Okay. And so now I don't need these scripts, I just need this value to be 121. And I get fucked over anyway, because something aggroed me. And how much HP do I have? I have 3 HP. Okay. So having it to +3 gave me enough DPS to just skip the annoying parts. I cannot teleport yet. because I don't have the banner yet. Also, I would say +3 was a bit too high, but I'm going to give myself... I'm going to give myself any weapon that was in that area. Will that work? Okay, it give me the +2 broadsword. So basically, any weapon that comes to mind from this area. Because I feel like using it. Lothric Knight Sword. And lastly, the Great Axe. And I use all of those all of those souls to level up. I won't be farming for souls. Right, I do need a lighter weapon. But anyway, let's level up.
Welcome, speak. Very then take.
The Lothric Knight Long Spear is one of the reasons I wanted to level up Dex as much as I wanted to level up Strength. Because it's a weapon that I wanted to use more. So let's get that, and then let's get Grey Rats to see what I can get from Grey Rats. Part of me wants to do Curse-Rotted Greatwood with with what it's called, with a torch.
Are you there to the head forward? This it if you then
Okay, so now I'll try to save Grey Rats. I still get the Hestus upgrade just for the sake of traversing the map. Oh yeah, right, I need to get the rapier too. Actually, come to think of it, I think Curse-Rotted Greatwood is weak to frost, so maybe I'll do it with the rapier, so I get that out of the way. And you might be wondering, but you can gift yourself any weapon, why not gift yourself the rapier as well, since you want it you want to have it at +2 anyway? And the answer to that is, I don't fucking know. Oh my god, I got stuck in the wall. Alright, I get the rapier and I'll move on from here. Well, I get the rapier, I free grey rats, and then I'll move on from here. Actually, it would have made more sense to free grey rat now, but eh. I think that winged knight is a hollow. He was empty inside. I never noticed that you could actually just see the empty part of their helmet whenever they were lifting their head. But anyway, let's free grey rat and move on.
No, not please. I'll then I do it.
I don't know why I wanted to quit out the game to somehow teleport back to Firelink Shrine. Well, that was worth. Also, I realized that I can get the claymore, but I don't think I will use the claymore. I've used that claymore. I've used that weapon way too many times. So let's go and see literally what Guerrerat has in store for us.
Oh, and just
So he has a spear, a light crossbow. Light crossbow is kind of tempting, not gonna lie. Because something I haven't done in my road to NG+7 is that I've never made a ranged physical weapon cycle. And I think, you know, it's kind of missing. It's kind of I could do better, you know. I could do better. Big tempted to get the crossbow. And what can I get for bolt? I can get the standard bolt. So honestly, I'd get the spear, the mace maybe, the bastard sword. Honestly, yeah, let's try RTSR with a light crossbow. Actually, let's try... oh wait, no, never mind. I was about to say, let's try RTSR with 2 light crossbow, but I need the Morion blade. Yeah, let's do that. So... let's spawn an item, which is called the light crossbow. And let's also summon the spear. And the bastard sword. And the mace. Bandit's knife, it can wait.
Goodbye, modest place.
What kind of bolt
Oh,
does he sell? He sells standard bolts.
Goodbye.
And what kind of bolts does the Shrine Handmaid sell? Shrine Handmaid. Does she even sell bolts? She sells wood bolt. Okay. So I'll get standard bolts. I mean, I could get both of them, honestly. So quantity, it will be... Can I set it to max? Max. Here you go. And the item will be wooden wood bolts, and standard bolts.
Ashen one. Be sure.
Okay. Now I have everything equipped. I'd probably remove some stuff that I don't need. I don't need the Pontiff's right eye because obviously it's not going to be very useful. I could have the Leo ring. Is it called the Leo ring or the... Okay, no, it's called the Leo ring. Okay. And I want one of them. So Leo ring, and outside of that, if it's not the Leo ring, it'd be the Hawk ring. I'll go with the Leo ring because I want damage. And actually, now that I think about it, because I'm gonna be reaching Undead Settlement, I should put everything to +3 at minimum. I don't know why I've set it to +2, but it's fine. What's kind of a shame is that I don't have access to some sort of fire damage with my crossbow. Because I don't think there's fire crossbow bolt. I think there's exploding bolts, but there's no fire crossbow bolt. I don't need to bother with Yule, so I won't. Do I bother with Audric? No. Right or left path? I mean, I need to go left path either way. So I'll go right path first. Oh, right, I can get the Flamberge. I can get the Flamberge, I can get the ARP. I can get... I can get the Partisan. I can nearly eat shit and die. That's also an option. I can get the end axe. I can't believe I actually have a ranged weapon for this one. Okay, I got the Partisan. I'll get the end axe. But yeah, a shame about the fire damage is that there's the fire clutch ring, which would be useful, which I can't use. I could get a bow. I'd use fire arrow. Actually, I might as well try to do that. Okay, so my right trigger is the one that's firing the
Well,
standard bolt.
I can. To the
I think it's just going to be simpler if I just run from here and go back the other path. Actually, probably not. You know what? Fuck it. Oh yeah, right, I can get the whip. I can get the whip, I can get the great wooden hammer, I can get shit on. I can get the thrall axe. I can get the four-pronged plow. I can get the spiked mace. I can get the great machete. I can get a bunch of stuff. But good thing I came back from this path because I completely forgot to take the Estus shard here. Granted, I still have not upgraded my Estus flask, so you know. I remember manually farming the flamberge. It took me forever. Oh, right, the reinforced club. That's actually very nice. That's less nice. Yeah, I completely forgot about the reinforced club. I definitely want to use that weapon at some point. All right, can use the great scythe. Well, I probably don't have the stats for it. Actually, maybe. What's the stats for it? The stats for it are 14-14. I can actually. But I think I might keep it for Crystal Sage. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple of things. First of all, I'm gonna max out on Homeward Bones. And next, I'm going to max out on Titanite Shard. And I'm going to add... I'm gonna add 50,000 souls. I'm not going to level up using those souls. It's just... It's just to get all of my weapons to +3.
What?
So, Broadsword, Lothric Knight Sword, Bastard Sword, Rapier, Hand Axe, Great Axe, Reinforced Club, Mace, Spear, Partisan, Lothric Knight Long Spear, Lucerne. Yeah, let's just upgrade everything. Except the Mailbreaker, because I'm never going to use that.
Pretty be careful.
I wanted to check what bow Grey Rat actually sells.
Oh, and heaven, thank you. Almost you as
It doesn't sell a bow.
goodbye.
So I suppose a Shrine Handmaid does sell the bow. No, you can only get the bow from Eye Will of Lothric. That's interesting. because I'll be what is it? Because I'll be doing Throated Greatwood anyway, I might as well do Grey Rat stuff now.
Heaven. Huh? You whatever. I'm like, what? Thank. Goodbye, deuce.
You know what? Let me get rid of the souls first. Honestly, come to think of it, I might use Hostile Spear at some point. Because it's a spear that absolutely no one gives a shit about for admittedly good reason. Because it's very whatever as a spear. Okay. So I can sit here and set my HP to the magic number of 121. Let's reload. I just hope I'll be able to go through phase 1 without being bothered. No, my controller. Why is my controller not working? My controller DC'd for some reason. This is why I prefer using wired controllers. I say as I had to buy a new cable for my controller because the previous one Failed. Okay, that was unfortunate. But to be fair, I think one of the reasons is because I was holding my controller below my table, and I think lost it lost a connection there. Okay, so at least Curse-Rotted Greatwood won't take me as long. It's just a matter of not having my controller DC on me. So, no, I don't want to change the type. I want to change the value to 121. Okay, and also I just realized that I forgot to equip the Warrior Blade because I messed up my hot swap. What? Did I not mess up the hot swap earlier? Oh, it's because it's not triggered yet. Now it should be. Huh, go fuck yourself. What the fuck? Go fuck yourself! It was my mistake. I tried to reload. I don't know why I tried to reload, but I reloaded. I could have had it in the first try if my controller did not DC. Because initially I thought like, oh, maybe my controller is running out of batteries, which it does frequently because I'm using low duration rechargeable batteries. But no! No, actually, it just decided to DC at the worst possible moment. No, I don't... Okay. Ban. Wait, why am I at full health? Did I forget to set my health to 121? Okay, I'm suffering from damage fall off. There you go. So I think I did see one onward bone. One onward bone. What am I saying? One counter thrust. There's a hit that did like 300 damage on a hand swing. Okay. So that's done. That's done, and that's the wrong bonfire. Actually, let's go back to Filing Shrine before any accident happens.
Welcome. Very then take.
Don't know what to level up, so I'll level up those two equally. Actually, I want to have 20 decks first.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Actually, let's get the Mortician Ashes because I don't remember what they guard. I don't remember if they guard any weapon or not. Because like the Paladin's Ashes, it does. But this, I'm not sure. So next boss is Crystal Sage, and dude, go fuck yourselves. Next boss is Crystal Sage. I'm trying to think. I think I can actually use a slash weapon against Crystal Sage, which gives me the idea of doing it with the whip. Because, yes, the whip is a slash weapon in that game. Now, this does sound like a terrible idea, and honestly, it is, but I'll use throwing knives for the sake of getting rid of clones. I'm not dealing with that with the whip. Actually, now that I think about it, I need to rewatch JK Lead's whip video. I mean, Dark Souls 3 with 3 awful time. I'm kind of hyped that it does it for Dark Souls 2. And that in Elden Ring he actually finds a new kind of weapon that would be potentially terrible. Maybe he'll do the torch, because he said he didn't do the torch in he didn't do the torch in the Dark Souls 3 video because he already made a torch run. So yeah. So yeah, let's go to Cliff on the side and let's just get to the other place. Do I bother with Sigurd? No, because I could just let Greyrad die. Also, Greyrad just came back from stuff. Maybe I should actually check up on him. He has acquired goodies from Irithyll that he will strangely mention as not Irithyll because it's weird. Or is it Kalphus actually? I don't remember. Also, now that I think of it, I have access to the Fortune and the red hilted halberd. Right. I'm gonna equip the Ponti's right eye, but it's not very useful on the whip.
Part, I am to be on. Have you? Where? But this, well.
Sorry, Sigurd, but your concerns are not mine. Okay, I'll lock the door and then I do this guy. It's actually going to be hard because I'm very bad at no-hitting those kind of enemies. The only way I can think of is spamming charge attacks, but that's not going to be great. Also remember that I actually said I would Uh, Actually said I would do it with the scythe. Which honestly feels better, in my opinion. I'm gonna keep the whip for something else. Maybe for deacons actually, since it has quite the range. I don't know. Honestly, I've been tempted to end the stream here and go and do whatever I wanted to do initially. Let's check what Grey Rat has acquired. So Grey Rat has acquired the Zweihander, the Pontiff Knight's Cuff Sword, the Estoc, the Warpick, the Glaive, the Shortbow, the Priest Shine, and Heavy Bolt. Okay, I kind of want to try to use the Pontiff Knight's Cuff Sword. I'm just very curious to use it on literally any boss. Perhaps use it on Abyss Watchers. I don't know.
Goodbye.
I don't really know. I'm trying to think about if there's going to be any boss that deals chip damage. I don't think so. I think like outside of Vote and Curse Rotted Greatwood, I don't see which boss would do that. Because like Abyss Watchers, there's not very a risk. That's not a stray hit. Oh, I guess. Oh my god. Right. FlynnTSR against Deacons is going to be fucking awful. Yeah, I'm not going to do that with a whip. I'm gonna need an actually good weapon to do that. But honestly, the world is my oyster. I can just I can go to Catacombs of Calphus, I can go to Smoldering Lake, I can go to the DLCs if I feel like it before that fight, so it's okay. Also, because I have access to the DLC, I'm going to make it so I can at least get +4. Actually, I could +4 is already a rule that I can apply now because you can get any regular Titanite weapon to +4 at this point. Because there's 2 large Titanite you can find in Farron Keep. What else? Sorry. I'm trying to think about every weapon that I could possibly think of to potentially use. I'm trying to think about a good weapon for Deacons because really it's actually going to be quite the issue dealing with Deacons. Like I don't know how I'm going to tackle that. Because what I would need is a weapon with a wide sweeping attacks. I mean, the scythe would look great on paper, but the problem is that the sweet spot mechanic makes it not look great on paper. I think the Bastard Sword might be the best option. Cause like I'm trying to think about it. Cause the spears won't do anything. Wait, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'll get the Cellsword Twin Blades. So it's already solved. I'll get the Cellsword Twin Blades. So I'll just use the Cellsword Twin Blades. End of the deal. Problem solved. Alright. This was enough shenanigans for the evening. I'm gonna go and watch myself some videos. Bye.